What is going on, YouTube? Aaron here. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. And guys, we have what will probably be the craziest replay I am going to show you probably ever on my channel. I feel like I say that a lot, but guys, trust me, this game, well, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the clickbait, and let's get right into it here. Super Omega 8, and I will link his channel down below, sent me this replay, and guys, it is just the perfect game. When I say 1 in 1,000 games, this is probably 1 in 20,000. The perfect push, the perfect combination of enemies, and Super will be the first one to tell you that the enemies were maybe not as focused on him as they should be, but this game will show you why you absolutely have to watch out for the Schröder when it can get into the right position. I'm not very high on this ship, but I probably need to go back and revisit this ship with this particular build. Thank you again to Mr. Super, who sent me this screenshot here. He is an absolute Chad. And right off the bat, you can just see, pay attention to the string of secondary hits here, as this Michelangelo is trying to do the same thing, but he probably doesn't play it as well as Mr. Super here, turning broadside. And yeah, the Michelangelo can certainly be strong. I got memed last night, as a few of you saw on stream, but just look at those secondaries go. There is a battleship to the right there that he is just ding ding. I feel like I want to put in the Sonic coins for these secondary hits. This is, I can't even fathom what the adrenaline he must have been feeling throughout this game. Now, before we go any further, I want to be the first one to address this because I know I'm going to get the inevitable comment of, well, he just got lucky, from some probably jealous individuals. And Super will be the first one to tell you that the enemy was potentially lacking a little bit of situational awareness. As you can see, he is well into the C cap pretty early in this game. But this is just one of those pushes that is just pure shock and awe. As you can see, he is already over 350 secondary hits, pushing 90,000 damage 3 minutes into this game here. And while this push is probably not going to work a majority of the time, when you can catch an enemy off guard with their pants down like this, by the time they realize what's going on, it is too late. And just look at the chunks that these secondaries are doing to this Yamato right here. 500, 1,000, 500, 500, 1,700, 1,000, 500. By the time this Yamato is thought about repositioning, he's lost almost all of his health, and Super is closing into within 5 kilometers. Let's just look at what he did there. 185,000 damage, 2 kills, and 586 secondary hits. If the game ended right now, this would have been a YouTube-worthy game, in my opinion, and he is just getting started. This Kurfürst is on the border, and this is basically like when Appalachia State rolled into the Big House and beat Michigan. Everyone is in a state of shock. We all know that a Kurfürst, a Yamato, an Ohio, a Sumner, and I forget the other ship that died over here, could all probably very easily take on this Schröder in a potential one-on-one situation. But with some beautiful seamanship and positioning here, Super has just put this ship in the perfect spot, maneuvering between those islands. A lot of players will do something similar, and they will just straight line straight into the cap. And if you were paying attention, Super was dodging right. He was going left, dodging torpedoes, choosing the appropriate ammo choice throughout the entire engagement. And here, again, is just a perfect spot for this ship. He is well within range of that Kurfürst. His secondaries on the right are going off as well on that Yoshino. As you can see, he gets the Confederate 5.5 minutes into this game. 260,000 damage, and again, the timer is still going. He does get set on a triple fire, and Super, at this point, he even told me in the messages, he's like, I was just trying to be an annoyance to the enemy team. I didn't really expect to live. But with a perfect management of his damage control party, his heals, his secondary consumable, as you can see, that Yoshino is actually still burning. And there is the 300,000 damage mark in 6 minutes. This has to be one of the most impressive feats of damage output I have ever seen. We have seen some absolutely nutty replays on this channel. The Carrier, the Hakuyu game comes to mind, or maybe the Midway, I forget. It was a Carrier game on this very map where Demo got close to 400,000 damage. But 300,000 damage in 6 minutes has got to be one of the craziest things I have ever seen in this game. This is equivalent to me of like getting a hole-in-one on a par 4 or even a par 5, guys. This was a super impressive performance there as he gets his 4th elimination with 995 secondary hits, just getting off the damage control party as the Kerfer set a double fire again. And Super was, he said it, he realizes it, we all realize it. If the Kerfers potentially would have switched to AP or that Ohio had gotten a shot off. But guys, this is the reason we play. This right here is the reason we all play this game, for games like this. You cannot control what the enemy does. Hell, you can't even control what your blue teammates do. Like I said last night, I got absolutely abused. It was awful. But it's games like this and moments like this that we live for as players. This is the reason you play the game. You may play it 1,000 times and never get something like this, but it's the thrill of the hunt, the thrill of the chase. A fantastic game from Super. Go ahead and throw his, like I said, I'll link his channel. Throw him a like, throw him a subscription here as he finishes out probably one of the most improbable damage records I have ever seen. That is going to go ahead and do it for my portion of this narration. I'm just going to let you guys bask in the glory of his finishing touches here on this game. I will link the build, and again, I will link his channel, give him some love. Anytime I can get a replay like this. And guys, go ahead and submit your replays in my videos and highlights section of my Discord. Tag me as well so I can know. I choose different ones at different times. You know, some are 2 or 3 months old, some are, you know, brand new like this one. But I hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. I will be doing member games this evening on stream. And again, we all know, perfect example was last night, right? I got rather unfortunate matchmaking, unfortunate circumstances, but it's games like this that, you know, you truly remember the friends we made along the way as well. Actually, before I go real quick, I want you guys to guess the XP, because I'm not going to lie, I thought Omega was absolutely robbed in terms of XP in Wargaming. If you're watching, we absolutely have to boost the impact that secondaries have in terms of XP. While they are automated, yes, we still give XP for AA shooting down planes, and what's the difference there? But anyway, guys, that is going to go ahead and do it for me. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to comment on the absolute absurdity that this game was. Omega, thank you once again for this Chad of a replay. But you guys have a fantastic Friday. Like I said, I love you guys. I'll see you tonight on stream. Hey, Aaron out. Peace.